welcome to my YouTube channel, LOLO1 TV. If you enjoy everything I'm talking about, please hit the subscribe button just right under the video. Today I'm going to be addressing some issues that concerns a lot of women that are single parents. Not women, maybe men also. When I became a single parent, it was something I shied away from for a long time to identify, myself as a single parent. But every day I'm beginning to see that this is, I don't want to call it, if it was entertainment, I would have said a huge industry. But I found out that a lot of people are in this category and they are facing so many challenges. And unfortunately for some are single, maybe by an act of God, maybe they're widowed by the death of their spouse. Some are divorced, like I am divorced. Some are separated, and everybody's circumstance is different to the other person. So I'm not really here to talk about why you're single. What I want to focus on is parenting, because I'm blessed with 4 beautiful treasures. I have a 15-year-old daughter and my son 13, 11 and 8, and they are all at different developmental stages in their lives. And I know that for a lot of single parents out there, you might be having some challenges with parenting your children, and that's why I want to discuss some key things that might be affecting you as a single parent that you need to put focus on. Having said that, you're single. There's nothing you can do about that, at least for now. I'm divorced. No matter how much I want to wish away the circumstance, it's present with me all the time, maybe until something changes it. But how do we parent our children wholesomely as a single parent? There's so many challenges that can come out with parenting children as a single parent. Because I'm a Christian, and I know that not all my viewers are Christians, but I have a guidance scripture that says, my children will be taught of the Lord, and great will be my peace. It's one of the things that I focus on as a person. But that's because I'm a Christian, but you might not be. So I don't mean that the same rules apply to you, but I do that and it gives me a lot of comfort. One of the things I know that children like to do is to test you. Oh, they will test you. And one of the biggest actors I've ever met are children. Sometimes you cannot imagine the amount of role playing your children can get into, especially between you and your ex. One of their biggest tactics, or let me just say weapons that they use, is this divide to conquer. They like this divide and conquer thing. You and your ex, you guys have to have a unified front when it comes to discipline and many issues about your children. Maybe things bothers on maybe education, lifestyle, even food, dress culture. There's so many things that you guys need to have a consensus on. And one of the tricks the children can be using is to always play that card of mommy, I want to do this, and you say no, and you hear something like, but my daddy said I can. I've told my daddy, he said he's all right. It's so common amongst children, but don't let it bother you. One of the things I do is to make sure that the line of communication between you and your ex is open. I know it's difficult for some people because they and their exes, they don't see eye to eye. But that is a really bad situation, because when it comes to children, it's very good that we find a way to give them a unified front. And sometimes it might bother on you, maybe stepping back on your pride. But for the sake of your children, making allowances for your ex is very key. Because our children, whether you're single by divorce or if you're widowed, that's even an exceptional circumstance. You don't even have a spouse to communicate with. But if you are divorced and you have a father of your children somewhere, please, as much as you can, keep the line of conversation open so that you guys have a unified front when it comes to some very important rules about your children. You need to set ground rules together. Like between me and my ex, we might live separately, but we contribute equally to the upbringing of our children. If I'm having challenges with the kids, I call him, I get him in on the challenge, and we discuss among ourselves the way forward. My children already know that if they want me to do something, their dad is not going to contradict me, because we would have talked about it and found a common ground, especially when it comes to issues that concern them. So, but if you don't keep the line of communication open, that means your children will be using both sides to affect you. When it comes to my children, I try to keep a unified front with their dad, so they know that whatever I say, their dad is going to readily agree. We need to set boundaries for our children. It doesn't matter whether you are divorced, separated, or widowed. If you do not set boundaries for your children, they'll take advantage of your vulnerability, and in the long run, it will not augur well for them as children in their developmental stages. So you need to set ground rules and put boundaries in place. And I know one of the things that affect us single parents is we want to overcompensate. Maybe because we're divorced, we want our children not to, feel bad. But forget the circumstance of your divorce or your separation. You need to set boundaries for your children regardless. Bring up your children to the best of your ability. Have a unified front with your ex if you guys are on good terms, which I always encourage for the sake of the children. So please do not let your children divide and conquer both of you. Until the next episode, where we'll discuss another thing that I think is very important in the lives or the challenges we face as a single parent. If you have comments, you can send me an email at LOLO1africa@gmail.com. I will attend to as many as I can. You can drop your number because I can actually add you up to our WhatsApp group so that we can have ongoing discussions. Till the next time, please share this video if you think it will help someone. I'll see you next time.